Hello and welcome back. So in today's video we will be doing a program to concatenate two strings without using any library functions. Concatenate means combining two strings to form a single string. So we have inbuilt functions in string.h header file which can actually do the same thing. But here we are trying to concatenate the strings without using any library functions. So we'll just see the code and I'll explain it. So this is the code over here. So here you can see that we are starting with stdio and we have included string.h also, but we are not going to use the concatenate function. So we need three strings, word 1, word 2 and word 3. So the three strings are for the first one and second one. We take the two strings from the user and we will store that into the third one. Both of them will be combined and stored into the third string named word 3. So that's why I have given the size of word 3 to be larger than the other two. And then we'll just declare some integer values I and length 1 and length 2 for calculating the length of the strings word 1 and word 2. So first of all we ask the user to enter the first string and we take that string and store into the variable word 1, and then we ask the user to enter the string number 2 and again we store that to word 2. So here we actually use a library function to calculate the string length. You can also use that or accomplish that by writing a while or for loop, and you can just look for the end of line character, this /0 character which will be there automatically at the end of each string. But for easiness we are using the library functions directly. So the length 1 will have the length of the word 1 and length 2 will have the length of the word number 2. So that means here length 1 will have the first word is good and the length will be 4, and the second one the length will be 7. So so we have the length also, and now what we will do is we will take the first word and store it into the our word 3 variable. So we take this good, and element by element we will store it here. So that means this G goes to the first index of word 3 and O here, again the second O there, and D to the third one. So here you can see that the indices are matched. The suppose this is word 1 0 should be given to word 3 0. So here we are directly doing that since that's the first word. So because of that we will just start from I equal to 0 and we go up to I equal to here less than length 1 is 4. So the I value goes up to 3. So you can see here the I value should go up to 3 only, and then we just increment the I value, and here we are just storing the each character or each alphabet from word 1 to word 3. So word 3 I will be equal to word 1 I. So we take word 1 0, that is G, and store to word 3 0. So that's fine for the first word. And now when you come to the second one, so second one you have to take word so that's word 2 0, that is this M over here, and that you have to store to word 3 4. 0 has to be stored into 4. Similarly 1 has to be stored into 5, 2 has to be stored into 6, etc. That means what you have to do, you just have to add 4 only, right? 0 plus 4 is 4, 1 plus 4 will be 5, 2 plus 4 will be 6, etc. So from this word if you just add 4, then you can just directly store over here. So that's the main logic behind the code here. So we are starting again from I equal to 0, I less than length 2. So in this case, the length 2 is 7. For morning, you have 7 characters, and then I plus plus. And here we write word I plus length 1. Okay, so that will be 0 plus 4. Okay, so what we get is word 3 0 plus 4. So that will be word 4. Okay, so this we can access over here, and this word 0, so that will be word 2 I. Okay, so I is starting from 0, so we have word 0 over here, and here you have word 3 0 plus 4, that is word 3 4. Okay, so word 3 4, this is the location, so this value will be saved into this particular location, and similarly all these variables. Okay, so here one example I can write, when the value of I is 5, word 5. Okay, so sorry, word 2 5, so that is this element over here, so that will be stored to word 3 5 plus length of length 1, right? 5 plus length 1, and length 1 will be 9, right? Sorry, length 1 is 4, so 5 plus 4. So word 3 I'll write over here, word 3 5 plus 4 is 9, word 9 we are storing the value of word 5. Okay, so this n will be stored to the 9th value over here, right? Okay, so that's the code. Yeah, so for I equal to 0, I less than length 2, word 3 I plus length 1 equal to word 2 of I, and finally we just print the word 3. Okay, so that will be the concatenated words. So let's just run the code and see. So we'll just write GCC, have my caps lock on, so GCC code 13.c. Okay, and yeah, so to first enter the string 1, so I just write good and morning. Okay, okay, so we have our word equal to good morning, and here we can see that there is a question mark coming, which means we are writing some extra character over there. Okay, so that means we might have to slightly modify the code, and actually that maybe we can just neglect, because that is the n-line character being printed here. So in my system it's coming as a question mark. In some systems it may not come at all, so we can just leave it as it is, because in our print statement we are just printing the word 3. Okay, so the n-line character, which is this /0, which will be always there at the end of each string, so that is also getting printed. Okay, so we can just leave it, and so yeah, we have our two strings concatenated into a single string. Okay.